yourself. Thank you. Please state your name and any organization you're representing for the record.
My name is Mindy Leffler, and I'm here representing my family. We are listening to two versions of reality today. Sarepta's is that a group of boys who are on the cusp of decline took an experimental drug and progressed slower than expected. The FDA's is that a group of boys with DMD frequently walk past the age of 13. Sarepta locked into a group of them, and everything else you're hearing today in support of efficacy is either wishful thinking or coincidence. Here is my son's story, and you can decide which it supports. Aiden screened for the study we're evaluating today. He walked too far to fit the inclusion criteria, and he was not included. We went with Plan B, which ended up being the placebo arm for drisapersen, the very data set cited in FDA briefing documents as the most accurate control for eteplirsen. So he was too functional for the eteplirsen study, and yet somehow he's the perfect control for it. When Aiden was on drisapersen, I relied on casual observation to draw my conclusions. By the time he was off drug, I had nothing definitive to say. So at age 11, when Aiden was put on eteplirsen, I was not going to rely on observation. I wanted to be objective about how he was doing because I didn't want him spending any more time on a drug that might not work. I picked the things he struggled with the most: getting off the floor, going upstairs, getting in the car, and spontaneous collapsing. I took video at regular intervals, and I kept a daily log of collapses. So I am not standing up here with anecdotes about how strong my son was on drug and simply asking you to trust me. I'm saying that I put together a prospective PRO program on Aiden when he started eteplirsen, and I captured data regularly in a rigorous way. On eteplirsen, Aiden went from collapsing 2 to 5 times per day to not collapsing anymore, at all. On eteplirsen, Aiden regained the ability to pull himself into the car independently for the first time in over a year. As of this morning, he can still do it. I would challenge anyone to find that kind of progression, regaining definitively lost milestones, anywhere in the natural history of Duchenne. The briefing documents spend a great deal of time criticizing each piece of data independently. But if you look at the data as a whole, either eteplirsen works or there are a whole lot of coincidences pointing in the same direction. Medical students are often told when they hear hoofbeats to think of horses, not zebras. Look to the obvious conclusion rather than searching for the unlikely. It is now time to stop hunting zebras.